We call ourselves new generation chiefs because leagues of chiefs in that community were old women. In fact, some of the chiefs that installed me that day, some of them are dead already. And then people believe we are all witches. That was my first challenge. An Erelu should be a blood-sucking animal, a witch or something. I then tried to encourage them and tell them that it is more than the things you guys are seeing out there. But I'm not I would just say that, but I'm not Aje in the wicked concept that the people are painting the title. So I told them it's an opportunity for the younger ones to come and embrace our Yoruba tradition. We are saying goodbye to our history gradually, and people are not seeing any fault in it. So it's high time we forget about chieftaincy title is meant for those that need more power, more wicked power. Because anybody that sees a chief now believes the person is either a witch, suck bloods, or wants to make money ritual or make person this on that. And it's not like that. I don't know the definition of fetish because majority of things we call fetish are not actually fetish. But some of these things that we categorize as being fetish are not fetish. So there are no rights. They are called traditional rights. Whatever you see a community do that is a right in that community is for the betterment of that community. It's for the betterment of that person coming into that position. You know, one of it is when you see someone saying he wants to become the second in command to the chief. If you become the second in command to that chief and you become a public figure, definitely people around you will not like you. Even if they claim they like you, you are known to be attacked. So if they now perform some rites so that those effects will not affect you, that doesn't make them fetish.
Living in a world where the strength of a woman is sometimes underestimated, some women have tried to break the barriers and they have succeeded in their respective fields. One of such is the Erelu Kayegun of Ilaa Ilesha, in person of Olamide Ann Austin. Here is what she told legit.ng about her coronation and her role in the development of our community. Shout out to the man behind the camera, Monday Idara. I'm Dolapo Amodeni. Keep watching Legit TV.
My name is Olamide Ann Austin. I have to start with the Olamide so that I will not be too Oyinbo-ish in nature. Yes, I became Erelu Kayegun of Ilesha some years ago, 3 years ago precisely. Then I was the president of Rotary Club of Ilesha Metropolitan. We, as you know, is a non-governmental organization and we deal with mankind. So during my service year, I call my year as the president, the service year. During my service year, I was in that community to grant them several services, one of which, or some of which, are maternity and child health program. We had it for 3 months for those that were pregnant and the newborn kids. And later on, I discovered that time, during that community project, I discovered that that community, the children that came in, the mothers that came in, some of them were actually not dressing so like ours. So I had to ask them what other need do they need in the community, out of which they told me, oh, here's their school. I took a stroll to the school and I saw that, oh, they had students. I had the chit chats with the students at the pupils and I saw that they have something. They are intelligent, but they are not well dressed. Like having their torn uniforms, no slippers, no sandals. Some were walking barefooted. So I decided that I'm coming again on my own to distribute school sandals, and I went there to distribute school bags actually. So after that, the KBAC now told me that this is almost the third time I'm coming. We gave them water in that community, gave them something in that community, water, health care, and then school bags. When they came out for that school bags, all the best students that they provided for us, 70% of them came out barefooted. I was touched, and then I decided that myself, my club, my friends will be going there with school sandals. So on trying to get the proper school sandals and trying to connect with the KBAC and all that, the KBAC now said, "Oh, how do we say thank you for all you have been doing for us?" Or I said, "Oh, I don't know how best you can say thank you." Few weeks after, the KBAC actually called me and said he has decided to confer me a title in that community. And will I say no or yes? I thought about it for a long time. Being a young girl, though I had challenges when I was becoming the Rotary president. As at that time, I was the youngest in my club, and at the same time, a female. I'm the first female president of my club. So the same thing is going to be working against me to say I want to accept a chieftaincy title. So the KBAC gave me options of what title to bear and all that. And I sat down and told him that, oh, maybe you should give me some time to see if I would accept the title. He told me everything involved and what I need to do to be full part of that community. And of course, 2 weeks after I went back, I said, oh, I'm ready for it. And then he said, okay, you would prefer me to be Erelu Kayegun of Ilaa. I said no, that I won't mind being Erelu. And Erelu is high chief in Yoruba land. In fact, the queen mother, that is the mother to the king, also Yoruba. So after which he actually decided to do that for me, and I told him I would prefer a double honor title, and that's why I picked the Erelu Kayegun. Kayegun itself is a title, and then Erelu is also a title, and that is how I became a chief of that community, and that's since 2019 till present date. And to my surprise, I'm the first Erelu of that community.
Saying that the KBAC told you that there are some things that you need to do in order to be able to be part of that community and in order to be able to serve as the Erelu of that community. Can you share with us some of those things that the KBAC said you have to do in order to be part of the community?
Like I gave a summary of how I became Erelu. One of it is developing the community, and we have been doing that. We've been attending every other anniversary in that community, like festival. We have several festivals in that community, and some chiefs are always in charge of such festival. So the one I am associated with, the one that is directly mine, I have put in my own best, and those are the things that I've been doing, because therefore, being that I would have to say some and keep some inside us so that you won't go and use them against us later. But then the major thing I do as the chief Erelu of the community development is the major thing you have to do to be part of that community, and then to work effectively for that community to grow. And ever since we are this new generation chiefs, we call ourselves new generation chiefs, because as at the time I was becoming a chief in that community, the leagues of chiefs in that community were old women. And their strengths, we will say we are now the present strength of that community. The KBAC needs us more than those ones, though they are, in fact, some of the chiefs that installed me that day, some of them are dead already, so we are the one reprising their spaces in that community. So that was we do basically to develop the community.
So you made mention of something now. You said being the youngest and also being Erelu. How? Because many believe that this title is meant for the elderly ones.
Yeah.
But now you are a young lady, a young woman, and you are in that office, occupying that office. How does that make you feel?
It doesn't make me feel any different. Initially, it was a position that I wasn't so ready for, but over time I started to carry that position with so much responsibility. Can say that it's not very easy for you to be in that opportunity, in that position, because you see other ones bowing for you and you have to bow back. That's one of the challenges I had initially, because I know that, they know that they are actually older than you, but they will want to respect that position, and I'm not so comfortable with that. Being a community service oriented person, so I bow the same way others will bow for me. I bow. And then people believe we are all witches. Like, that was my first challenge, like sucking blood and all that. So I find those things challenging initially, that an Erelu should be a blood-sucking animal, a witch or something. I then try to encourage them and tell them that it is more than the things you guys are seeing out there. Like, you give me my respect as a chief, fine, but I should return that respect. But I'm not Bobo Birin Laje, I would just say that, but I'm not Aje in the wicked concept that the people are painting the title. So I told them it's an opportunity for the younger ones to come and embrace our Yoruba tradition. I'm a native of a land that's embrace tradition. I'm a native of Edo State. You know what tradition means to Edo people. We don't joke with it. So the same way, I want younger ones in this country not to forget about the Yoruba culture and tradition. I learned that the community produced the king that saved the Owa Obokun, and that is why it's part of the Ijesha land. So many people don't know this history. We are saying goodbye to our history gradually, and people are not seeing any faults in it. So it's high time we forget about chieftaincy. Title is meant for those that need more power, more wicked power. I'm trying to quote wickedness, because anybody that sees a chief now believes the person is either a witch, suck bloods, or wants to make money ritual or make person this on that. And it's not like that. Younger chiefs, younger Erelu, because we have so many young Erelus now. We want to grow and maintain, conserve our tradition. That is why I want to say, though those were my challenges, but currently I've grown over it, and I wear my beads with pride. I let them know that it is not what they think it is, and things are moving on. People are getting used to it.
These days, many believe that once you are a chief, you know, every one of you is fetish in one way or the other. You must have done something fetish in the palace or in the community, in the area. How would you react to this claim?
Naturally, I don't know the definition of fetish, because majority of things we call fetish are not actually fetish. So I won't not fetish. It means it's harmful, maybe to the community or to oneself. But some of these things that we categorize as being fetish are not fetish. So they are not rights. They are called traditional rights. They are not fetish. So I don't want, that's why I tried to explain initially that we are seen to be wicked, and it is not that. You are to, whatever you see a community do that is a right in that community, is for the betterment of that community. It's for the betterment of that person coming into that position. You know, one of it is when you see someone saying he wants to become the second in command to the chief. If you become the second in command to that chief and you become a public figure, definitely people around you will not like you. Even if they claim they like you, you are known to be attacked. So if they now perform some rites so that those effects will not affect you, that doesn't make them fetish. So we need to understand it. And whatever they do during conferment of a title, a chieftaincy title, those things are blessings. Everything they do that day, is it the 40 gunshots, is it the ewe akoko, every part of ewe akoko is medicinal and it has positive mystical values. So everything they do that day are blessings to that community, blessings to that person. They are not fetish. So when they say that to me, I just tell them and explain myself in a very liberal manner, not fighting anyone. And like I've explained to you, have a better understanding of what people might know and what we know about it.
All right, so being young and being a woman, don't you ever get intimidated by other male chiefs?
Well, in my own community, the male chiefs are, should I say, they are accepting. They don't see us as second in command. They give us our due respect. And when I go out and you see all these multiple title chiefs, they do accord me my own respect. Looking at me, you know, for real, it will take a very strong-willed man to intimidate me. I won't. I can't. I've never been. I've always been a strong person, even before the title. To my fellow women out there, let me start with that. They tend to intimidate us because of our gender. And for our community here, this is a word that is, should I say, more of a masculine oriented word. So how do I tell a woman to be herself when she's not ready to be herself? Like I do tell people around me, the first thing a man wants to do is to ensure that you cannot speak. So when you know you are right, please speak out. When you know you are being intimidated, there are so many ways you talk to a man and correct a man without being rude. Even when you are not rude, you are going to be categorized as being rude. Every woman is seen as being rude in this general environment. It now takes grace and takes your determination to pass your message to a man, telling the man that, oh, what you did the other time, I don't like it. And for a community that sees a woman as second fiddle, that sees us as a person that they should move around. Well, the narratives are changing in recent time, and I am grateful to the likes of all of them out there that are doing the woman folk proud. I just need to tell the woman there that there is nothing in this world that should limit us. Even our holy books stated clearly our duty. For us to raise a child for 9 months is the greatest work of the universe. So if you can do that for 9 months, it means you are stronger than the folk that is making us look like a second option. If it is easy, let them do it. Let them try it for that 9 months and see before they start saying it's my child, it's my child. And there is no word without the woman. So the woman makes the word. We run the word.
Alright, so before you back the chieftaincy title, were you married at that point?
Till now, I'm not married. So I wasn't married. I was single as of that time, and I'm still single.
So is your position not making it difficult for men to approach you?
That was what people thought, but that's not true. You know our men now. Our men want leading position. So that's it. Our men don't run away from things like that. In fact, the week I posted that I became a chief, I had several suitors, so it has not stopped anyone. Though they thought like they'll feel like, hey, I want to go and toast this witch of a girl. But then it's nothing, and they've been coming.
So when does Erelu plan to
get married?
Exactly?
Okay, I plan to get married when God plans comes up. No, people will say God's time is the best, and then let's see what God has in plan for me. So when God says yes, I say yes too. I follow Him directly. As simple as that.
How do you mix some of this traditional rites, like you have said, with your belief?
Well, I believe it's basically traditional. I'm a liberal person, and I was born into the Christian home, and I believe there is Jesus, and Jesus is the Son of God. I believe in holy books, Holy Quran, and I believe in Ifa, Sango, Obatala, Eshulalu. I believe in all these things. I believe the herbs in this land are made for us. I believe in the universe, and I so believe all of them serve their own purpose in life. So I don't have anything against my right. I don't have anything against the word itself. And this as plain as that. I believe in God, which is why every one of us are here on earth.